Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Nashtaters. Welcome back to another episode of War of the Visions. Brand new week, brand new stuff, and we're only... Wait a second. Actually, this Saturday is Halloween, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to be celebrating that with my fiance, hanging out at home, giving out some candy. We already bought our costumes, so we missed last year's because we both had to work, so this is going to be one of those exciting years in which we get to have a lot of fun. Personally, it's one of my favorite holidays. So, yeah, much anticipated for me on Saturday. But brand new day, brand new week, brand new notices. Although this week is a little bit short in terms of news, but we're going to go over what is important and what isn't really too important for this week. So news, only a few things going on, as you can see. I'm going to quickly go over the ones that needs to be going over, and then the ones that probably isn't really too exciting, not really much to talk about. So new week campaign, we're going to be getting more gems, of course. Arena is going to get some bonuses in terms of end of each combat, you're going to get some extra medals. So that's pretty much that. Story chapter scene 3. Alright, so that's exciting news because we know we're going to be getting at least 1,000 gems, I believe. And then we're going to be getting some rainbows and some more fragments in terms of building up your units. And then there's going to be a new storybook for sword, great sword, and axes. I don't know if this is the right timing for it because currently we don't really have anything that needs to have these. Well, actually, yeah, maybe there is because of the Porcelain Tower. So the Porcelain Tower is back. I know a lot of us have been building up a lot of new units, a lot of new vision cards and espers and things like that. So it's a great time for us to go ahead and take all those units out and kind of use them for what they need to be done. Some PvE action. So this one looks like we're going to go to 30 floors, and we're going to be getting a new UR equipment called the Tide Ring. Also, you will be also getting access to the sword for rain if you already have not received it. And that's important to understand. You can't get extra copies because it's a unique weapon, so you can only have one on your account. On top of it, you can also get more awakening materials for the Tide Ring, just like how we were able to do Crimson Saber during last Porcelain Tower. So I'm personally can't wait to do this because I've been itching to try out some of my units for the tower, such as like Doom mechanics and perhaps some of my units that can do some Steel Heart, because I know I have 2 units that can do that now. So I can't wait to do that. It's going to be quite exciting for me, and you know, another accessory always doesn't hurt, right? All right, here's a big story of the week, and that is 3 vision cards. Can you believe this? We're getting to the point where we're getting like lots of vision cards now. Now a lot of folks are probably changing directions in terms of concentrating on vision cards. It takes roughly 13,000 or almost 14,000 to build fully 1 UR vision cards. On top of it, you got to keep in mind you're probably going to be spending probably what, 10,000 gems minimally, maybe? Well, actually no, depends if they have the banner in which you're guaranteed. Then it's 10,000 maximum. Additionally, you have to spend. So you're looking at roughly almost 24,000 gems in order to complete 1 UR unit for the vision cards. For the vision card Exorcist, the party ability remains the same. The limited bestow effect remains the same. And then they added a brand new limited bestow effect, which only affects Odoa. She will get a man-eater up, which is pretty good. Now, the Japanese version does have that vision ability in which you can do decreasing evasion and then subsequently do 3-hit large damage. Obviously, we don't have that on this card. But it did also state that the global version will get a later update that includes the Japanese version vision card added to the global version as well. This will be announced at a later date. So, wait a second. So this card it's going to have 4 abilities. Right? 4 of them. Now, it's definitely not power creeping because it's not taking something that's already existing and nullifying it or making it, you know, replaceable. This is brand new stuff. I really enjoyed the global buff because Odoa is one of those really squishy units that perhaps a lot of people don't use. I think a lot of the Krakens, if you will, built Odoa just really much for the TMR. Now I know some people perhaps do use Odoa, so I apologize if I'm, you know, if you feel like I'm shutting you guys down. I'm not. Like, personally, I don't think a lot of people use Odoa because there are a lot of units that perhaps quote unquote can do a better job than her. Even though she can put out a lot of damage, right? She can. I've actually fought her a few times. But personally, I just haven't seen her too many times. And in my guild, we don't really talk too much about her in terms of defense or offense. So I can venture to say, at least from anecdotal evidence, I don't really see too many of her. But for those of you who are big fans, this is your opportunity to pick up an already nice vision card to give her even more additional abilities. So this is pretty sweet. And the next card is going to be Mask of Deceit, a UR quality vision card. Missile up resistance for party, bestowed effect, man-eater up. So you can combine this with a lot of other cards if you can stack up different things like missile resistances and man-eater. So a very solid card right there. But let's not stop there. They decided to give more stuff. Activation requirements. Glaciala or Victor only. Pierce attack up. So, wow, you're really buffing two units that were already pretty strong in terms of damage and resistance. And then one more. Activation requirements. Mont only. Win resistance up and hate up. That's also quite interesting. I guess they try to bring Mont to the back to the forefront again, because Mont has been one of the units that almost everyone was using in the beginning of the game in terms of global release, right? Global launch, first, say, a couple of months. And then he kind of started, disappearing a little bit because there are other tanky units that other people have started using. And then some people even ventured out to not use any tanky units at all and kind of went with all attacking units. Personally, I think this card is already solid in terms of just having the quote-unquote normal abilities, right? You have your party ability and one bestowed effect. If you own a Glaciala, if you own a Victory card, this is already a good bonus. And of course, if you don't have those units and you have a Mont, it's probably just extra on top of extra. It's like you have your cake and you can eat it and then you can take it home and cut into more pieces and give it to other people and they can eat it and have it, and then the process just keeps going. The love just keeps going. And I don't know of any other cards right now that can give you such nice stuff all in one tiny little package. I mean, yeah, you could say the Exorcist does the same thing, but that's a limited card, right? You're going to have to be dedicating at least 24,000 to do this. This card is one of those cards that, like I said before, like many units in the game, it's in the database. Once it's there, you have the opportunity to draw this card or pull this card or summon this card from future banners anytime. And chances are they're not going to feature this card because it doesn't have an Esper attached to it. And from what I've noticed, the game does not like to feature cards that does not have an Esper attached to it. So this is going to be, unfortunately, one of those cards you're going to have to slowly build or take a huge crack at it right when it comes out. And so the next card is going to be Crimson or Bloody Moon. Now, right on top of it, this card looks amazing. There is a card called Blood Moon in Magic the Gathering, and that card is very powerful. It used to be like dirt cheap. Now it's gotten super expensive because of the fact that it tends to shut down a lot of enemy decks. Unfortunately, this is not one of those cards that shuts down enemy decks, but it just looks so cool. A skull of a moon, and it's all red. I mean, where did they come up with this stuff? It's very cool though. It's got to be very cool. Alright, party ability, area attack resistance up. Now obviously right now we're facing a lot of enemy units who are using area attacks in arena because current map says single unit target resistance is up. And of course with vision cards and TMRs, we can boost up unit resistance up. However, we don't have too many party ability attack resistance up. But this is going to be one of those cards, and it's an MR quality, so it's going to be pretty easy, I would say, to maximize. So this is definitely a really, really good card, I feel like. Accuracy up and agility down, not too shabby in terms of bestowed effect. Overall, though, I don't think the Esper is that good because it doesn't really offer a lot of things, right? It doesn't shine anything particular in terms of the big ones, right? We're talking about slash resistance, slash attack up, pierce resistance, pierce attack up, etc., etc. It kind of falls probably in the middle of the pack or even probably in the lower pack. But I feel like the card is a must get for a lot of folks, if they're really having issues dealing with enemies who do a lot of AoE attacks. Definitely recommend easy pickup, but again, if you don't plan to maximize it right away, at least you can pick up some of the shards in the shops right now, and then subsequently when you do pick up the cards, you can kind of slowly work all the way up to the end. Again, that's kind of dependent on each individual at this point. Of course, obviously Bloody Moon will be added to the Beast Den. I think that wraps up all the news for today. Honestly, not a lot of powerful news, but it will keep us occupied for this week. Last week has been very slow in terms of farming. They gave us the books and then also gave us 2 weeks to farm the Platinum Mace and the Koro Sword. I actually didn't think about it, but yeah, that's kind of nice because I should be concentrating on farming the books to get as many of those Platinum books, or excuse me, the books for Platinum Mace as possible. And then subsequently, spend this week trying to really finish off the recipes and the materials to finish out my Platinum Mace. Obviously, Porcelain Tower is coming, so I'll be concentrating on that to get that done. But I think I'm going to go and spend some tickets on my free-to-play account because I haven't done so in a while. Now, obviously, I'm not looking for UR units anymore. I'm really looking for more units in terms of MR quality, and hopefully I can get some decent ones for the ones I'm already building. Right now, obviously Lorenzo, and then of course I'm working on Shuzelt. And then a new unit I'm looking of building will be Lilith, because Lilith has a sword that grants fire attack 15, and I think that will work really well with my Delita, believe it or not. And of course I can take Lilith for a spin as well. So that's the next unit I'm eyeing. So I think we'll do 20. We'll start off the week with 20 summons. And it doesn't look like this banner is giving me much except 2 gold. Cadia, okay. I know a lot of people have been eyeing Cadia as well. So let's see. I didn't get any units in terms of MR quality, but that's okay. We'll do one more and then we'll call it a video. Alright, here we go. We got some gold here. Oh no! Sorry folks, I only hit 1 for some reason. Yeah, that is, yeah. Alright, let's try for 10. I don't know what I was doing there. So that was bonus material for everybody. 1 additional one. Okay, here we go. 10 solid pulls. Alright, cool. We got 2 units. Maybe one of these blue ones will give me another MR unit to work with here. Vadim? Ryu, okay. I might consider doing him as well, because he has a decent TMR weapon. Okay, there we go. Another one. Here we go. Lorenzo. Nope. Mary Luke. Alright, here we go. Lorenzo. Oh no. You are. Okay, Frederica. No problem. Alright. So, that's all the time I have for this video. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I know I certainly did. I spent the whole day pretty much watching football and kind of just farming on the side. It was a very fun day for me. And this week, we're probably going to be doing a lot of hanging out with my fiance because it's her birthday week, right? We're going to be doing a lot of celebration. But, you know, I'll still try to squeeze as many videos in this week as possible. Until next time, take care of yourself, all your loved ones, Nashtaters, and his family out of here. Peace out.